Hey, this is Justin. So I've been reading $100 Million Offers, and Alex Hormozi, I believe, is the name of the author, and talks about the equation for making a huge offer. And there's the potential, the perceived opportunity, or the value that comes out of achieving a goal. And then there is on the bottom side of the equation, there's the effort that needs to go into doing that amount of work. And so for me, I define it as elegance, right? And coming up with elegant solutions for problems and to solve problems. So how do we create tough things in an effortless and elegant way, right? And effortless can be pleasurable. It might be a little bit of, a little bit of hard work, but it can be pleasurable. And that's why I go so much into the walking and talking. When I create this audio message, it will come out as a transcribed form on the back end, and it will be usable to our future self. Now, need to get a little bit of better editing in there, need to get a little bit more workflow built into it, but the possibility of being able to just speak something out there, and then having it actually exist in the world is really powerful and is exciting. And I've been, thinking about it for over 10 years in a wanting to create things that are effortless. And it's also inside of the context of ways of working that work for people, like human ways of working, as opposed to what happens so many times, especially in large corporations, is the people have to acclimate to the systems that work, and the systems aren't necessarily designed for individual people. So how do you create ways of working that work for people? And me, this is it. I've been 7:58 right now. I woke up originally at like 4 o'clock, did a little bit of reading, read for 30 minutes so far, out on a long walk, hung out with my daughter for a little bit. She's still getting some rest. And now also did a little bit of investing this morning, and so did a lot of things in a short period of time, and everything that I do starts getting captured and logged into LogSeek. Might be LogSeek. Everything get captured inside of LogSeek, so it can start systemizing it for future self, and also can see those things that are showing up multiple times. So starting to put things inside of systems and then checking them off on the back end. Starting moving towards larger goals. And when I learn something, when you read something inside of a book, you start to incorporate it. So I took the equation that I was talking about a few seconds ago, and I took the equation and wrote it down and got it captured in the wrote it down so I can start incorporating that into the work that I want to do. And I don't know that I'm going to be selling something, in the near future or the long-term future, but the thought process of creating an irresistible offer, one for myself or for other people, it's a useful piece of information that we want to start playing with and learning and creating. The other reason I moved to working with a book this morning is I was feeling a little bit stuck. One, inside of being tired. Just feeling a little bit stuck. So when we're stuck in production, can do two things. One, can exercise and practice grit. Do something that's a little bit more challenging, and then work through it, or can go out and gain some more knowledge. That's why I immediately went to a book to get some more knowledge that starts unlocking some of the stuck, and then that should give the momentum to be able to work forward for a longer period of time. And I might just do a whole bunch of recordings today. That might be the goal for the day, is just doing a whole bunch of different recordings to unlock a new way of energy, or I might sit down with behind a computer for a period of time, or might just focus the day on spending time with the family. And we'll do a lot of spending time with the family today, but it might just be going with the flow of what they do. And most likely what it'll be is a little bit of both, a lot of walking and a lot of family time. So, and maybe a little bit of computer time at the end of the day to start to solidify and systemize these things so our future self has access to them.